But as far as Full Eclipse go, once again it came down to him. He gave me a call. He said, "Yo, I'm working with some dudes." And I remember we was over there by like River Park Towers and past River Park Towers and back over there. It was like a little studio over there. And I'm like, "Here go this guy again with the I got another group." I'm
always bringing me to some
bullshit. What we doing? So I'm like, "All right, where you at? Text me the address, whatever." So I pull up, and it's Pun,
Stace,
Big Dog Punisher at the time,
Big Dog Punisher,
Joker
Big
Jams,
Moondog,
Big Moondog,
Big Moondog,
Joker Jams, Lyrical Assassin, and Toon the Sick One, right? So
Full Eclipse, not Full Eclipse, Full Eclipse,
right? So I pull up, and Tony Sunshine was with him the day that I met you. That day he went to the studio too. Tony Sunshine was there. I did a whole EP with Tony Sunshine, like for real. That's never been released, and it's like fire, hotter than anything these corny reggaeton dudes have ever done. Like we just need to put it out. Shout out to Tony Sunshine, holla at me because we got that fire for real. I still got them all, whatever. But anyway, I pulled up that day, and I'm like, "Here go this guy again." So I pull up, I see this big dude. I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I'm in the studio, I'm just chilling. And the thing with Full Eclipse is that they're funny guys.
They're hilarious.
So the vibe is always good. So you could try to be the toughest dude in the world. Like if you ain't got no problems with you can't help but to laugh. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really like a laughing dude when people don't know. I'm like, "Yo, these dudes hilarious." Like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's your name again?" "Yo, Cuban late mood trip." And it was just cool vibes from day one. Same thing like when I met Riot Life and all that. It was the same thing with Full Eclipse. I was like, "Yo, I fuck with these dudes right here. This is it." And then they was nice. That was another thing. Like it was nasty with it. All of them. Joker Jams, Triple C's, Cuban, as everybody knows them, Cuban, Pun, Prophet, all of them. And then Tony Sunshine had the little singing thing going on. And I was like, "Oh shit," like that shit was not even heard of back in the day. So I was like, "Oh shit, it's fire. I gotta go write some shit. I can't be around these motherfuckers and fucking with all my old shit, bro." So we just got mad cool. And then we used to have, after that, my man Fly Ty had the studio.
Shout out Fly Ty.
On 180th and Southern Boulevard. Shout outs to 800, 820 and all that. Like for real, like we've been everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Peter Guns used to come to our studio and all that.
That's what he was, Pete Lover.
His name was Pete Lover. When he used to come
Pete,
see us.
When you see this shit, you better know what's up, nigga.
Pete always show love. Everywhere I see Pete, show love.
Shout out to Triple X, you know what I'm saying?
Destruction.
Yep,
Destruction, female rapper Destruction. She was crazy back in the days. I don't know what happened to that. But he had a group called the Gun Runners, Peter Guns. At that time, they used to come to our studio. Mm-hmm. Pun, Sace, and all that used to pull up in a Civic hatchback. I don't know how they fit in there. But when they used to pull up, there was 1,000 of them coming out like the circus cars. And I'm like, "Yo, how y'all fit?" And it was crazy. We used to go to the store, steal 40s, come back to the studio. It was crazy. So
and ball out. Like we would just have like ciphers and shit like that. Yo, bro, we would have meetings every fucking Tuesday with it would be Mesanjarz of Funk, Censored for Life. Shout out to my man Hype and C4 and shit.
Oh yeah,
Point Blank.
It's the bro Hype Wills.
Point Blank. And Full Eclipse. All of us would be there. And not saying they were under us, but they would rock with us because we took them in. We took in Toon first because we knew Toon.
And we had motion at that time.
Right.
We was already on Atlantic Records. We was making moves. They was nice. So we was like, "Yo, y'all rocking with us." So it's a lot of times.
And Rough, Rugged, and Raw.
So it was a lot of times. Rough, Rugged, and Raw is actually KRS-One's original dances and all that.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, I got to give them a shout out. J-Day, Nasty Nice, and my cousin Vel. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Hell yeah. So it was a lot of times.
Rough B-boy.
Fat Joe just be doing his own thing. And we'll pull up to the same event and we come through with Full Eclipse. And Joe will be like, "Yo, why you brought these knuckleheads here? All they do is start fights and all that. Yo, Pearl, chill." And I'm like, "Nah, they good, man. We ain't fighting nobody." Whatever.
Yeah, because Toon and Joe wouldn't get along and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So there was like a little thing there. But
they from the same crew, though. That's the thing that I never understood. They were both from Terror Squad, the street crew.
It doesn't matter. When niggas just don't get along, they just don't get along.
That's another thing, too, for real. I don't know the dynamics of that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like me and him, we was in the middle. So Toom is my guy. Fat Joe gonna tell you Toom is a bitch. Toom will tell you Fat Joe's a bitch. Like, both of them is my guys. Like, for real. Like, and we really neutral to the point if I'm hanging out with Toom, like, Fat Joe can't be mad at me because I'm hanging out with Toom. Toom can't be mad at me because I'm hanging out with Fat Joe. Like, it's love. I really got love for all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Put that,
like,
you just couldn't put that pressure on us.
Yeah, because it was crazy.
Because you look crazy talking to us like that.
Because we don't come from that. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
On any side, because we did our own fucking thing.
Shout outs to Teak, Flav, rest in peace to Full Flex, all that. Like,
rest in peace to Gizmo.
Yo, Giz, we was around from the beginning. Hard, Pito, Legs, all that. We used to be on the corner. We was on the corner 166.
167.
It's 166 and 10, man. I
said this story. I don't know what you called it.
I told you I got the memory. I heard when you said that it was incorrect. It's 166 and 10, right on the corner. Yo, Cuban Link used to be banging on the bodega window, like boom, boom, doing the beatbox. Everybody be rapping. Ciphers all night till like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. We there till the sun come up.
We would go to the Halls of Hell.
Halls of Hell, yeah. I was going to ask you guys about that.
Nigga, that was us. We was there, barring out, getting crazy. Like, I'm trying to tell you, son. Mesanjarz of Funk full of clips. We used to run through Bronx and Harlem battling.
I'm gonna tell you a crazy pun story, right?
Wait. So before we get into that, right? I want to ask you: did you guys know that they were gonna blow up?
I knew they was nice, but back in the days, everybody rapped. So it's like you don't really know because you so close to it that Pun don't look like a star to me. That's just my man Pun. You know what I'm saying? That's my man Pun. We run together. I'm gonna call you in the morning. We gonna meet over here. We running over here. We doing the show, talent show over here. We just running around. So you're not really looking at it like, yeah, he's the next one. But I definitely knew he was nice.
I would tell you this because, like I said, like he told you, I was always the guy in the studio making beats and doing all that other shit. So I would find talent. Like I was like, no disrespect, not saying like a stray dog and pick them up and whatever. Like I would just find nice niggas and put them down, like because they just nice like that. You know what I'm saying? I introduced them to this nigga. So when I heard Full of Clips, they was doing the horrorcore hip hop shit. They was nice. All of them was nice. But I knew with my ear, specifically, I was listening to Pun. I was like, there's something different about this cat, bro. There's something different. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I was like, if anybody was to pick him up, he would be different because the conversations I would have with Pun, he would put me in a different mind state on not just saying, you know, just like, okay, or he's Puerto Rican or he's black and shit like that. Like he was just a universal character that you can gravitate towards and shit like that. He was just a funny nigga. Like he joke all day and do all that crazy shit. So as far as that was the question to answer that, I knew if they was to get a deal, they would have some type of motion. But I knew if Pun was to get a deal and have the right shit in front of him, that he would like blow up and do something crazy. That's why I was so happy for him when, you know what I'm saying, I heard he was like, you know what I'm saying, got a deal and was doing this shit with Joe, because I said, yo, it's his time. He's going to make shit happen. And the reason why I was happy for him, not only because he had the deal, I know Pun. He's not leaving them niggas behind. He's taking them niggas with him.
Right.
Oh,
Hook or crook. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pun is the type of nigga that he'll tell you, you'll tell him, yo, come to the studio. I got, you know what I'm saying, drop some bars. But just come by yourself. He'd be like, all right, bet, no problem. Soon as you open the door, he coming in with 10 niggas.
Be 30 down.
30 niggas coming in the door right behind. He's like, yo, man, I couldn't leave these niggas. I had to babysit them. Like, you know what I'm saying? He'll say some crazy shit like that. And Pun is so lovable, you just let him rock because you want his energy. And that would be it. But them niggas on 166 and Tinton, I know they had aspirations on what in the fuck with Joe. Joe just never gave him pretty much like the time of day to want to hear him out. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess he was so busy or doing whatever the fuck he was doing. Trust me, if we was like Mesanjarz of Funkin' on the 10 Power, we would have signed them niggas. Because that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to just give them motion and traction and shit. They was running with us throughout the industry. You know what I'm saying? I believe they was with us when we was doing the crazy shit, beating people the fuck up in what you call it and whatnot. We was bugging out. We was in a fever, wilding the fuck out. For people that don't know fever, the fever was on Tremont Ave.
That's another place that wasn't for everybody, man. That wasn't for everybody.
Did you guys do songs together though?
Yeah, we did. We did songs.
I did like later on, I did a song with Fat Joe. I did a song with Cuban Link and Triple Sace. I got a whole EP with Tony Sunshine. And I never got to do a song with Pun, even though one time I went to his house and he told me, yo, we got to do something together. He told me, he looked at me.
He loved this nigga.
He looked at me in the face and said, yo, you are nice. We got to do something together. And then like a little bit after that, that's when he ended up going back to North Carolina. And then it just never materialized.
I did 2 shows with Cuban Link, with Cuba. And I think Tony Sunshine was on the hook for one of them and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we was all family, my nigga. Like,
did they come out? The songs came out?
No.
Oh.
I got them.
You got them in the vault?
I got them in the
Bro,
vault.
the EP I did with Tone's son, them shits is fire, like for real, fire.
This is the crazy shit. Like, I know we gotta get to the shit with, you know what I'm saying, Joe and Cuba and Pun and all that, but we never wished for that. You know what I'm saying? When them niggas got signed with Joe and all that shit was rolling, we was wishing the best for all of them niggas, because you know what I'm saying? We like, yo, them niggas, both sides, they was family to us and shit. We was like elated, proud, and happy for them. We like, yo, these niggas is gonna win. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's when a little bit of separation happened, because they was so much on the road and we were so much doing our thing and shit and like that. You know what I'm saying? We would just hear some stories and you know what I'm saying, put 2 and 2 together if we could and shit like that. We would go to Cuban's house when he had the house on Sirwood and shit like that in the Bronx or whatever and shit. You know what I'm saying? I would kick it with Sace every now and then and shit like that. Pun lived, no lie, a block away from me, because I used to live on Beach Ave. Pun used to live on Taylor. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was still in his grandmother's house at the time. That's when he had the big projection with the 4 split screen of the security cameras and all that shit. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga? I said, get out of here, nigga. You got money, go somewhere. What the fuck you still doing in the hood? Nah, man, I gotta see, you know what I'm saying? I got to end it. I gotta stay here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what I gotta, you know, this is where I get the love and all that from. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So.
Were you guys surprised when when they signed to Joe?
I mean, I wasn't surprised because they from the same area.
Right.
So it was kind of a matter of time. It's like he said, Joe was busy running around. It was just a matter of him like really having a moment to really sit there and listen to it. Because you got to understand, when you got motion and you doing things, everybody want to come spit a rhyme and let you hear it. You ain't got time for all of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the block. Basically, that's the block where everybody used to be on 166 and 10. You know what I'm saying? That's the block. So it was just a matter. I don't know when he heard him. I wasn't there that day for all of that, but that was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? It was inevitable. That was definitely bound to happen. You're not gonna be from right there, and these dudes is right down the block, and you're not gonna recognize that you got a monster right down the block from you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And knowing Joe as a businessman, soon as you hear that, you're going to eat that up. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew that was inevitable.
Yeah,
you know
because Pun is not a person you can visually, like, ignore. You know what I'm saying? He had the thick mustache, you know what I'm saying, the hair going on. He was husky. He wasn't fat at the time, like, and you know what I'm saying, obese. He was husky still.
He was big, but
he was big, but husky. Like, he'll still give you a good one, and you lay out for a good time. You know what I'm saying? But because he could box and all that shit. So I know he used to be on 149th and shit, and third. You know what I'm saying? Getting his boxing on back in the day. So, like, when Joe signed him, I kind of knew what it was and shit, because I said, okay, he signed Pun. What about everybody else and shit like that? And I said, with Toom, I know Toom is gonna probably go off on his own shit. And I said, I knew Pun was gonna get Sace and Cuban to be down, because Pun was not trying to leave Sace and Cuban nowhere. Like he wasn't. Pun wasn't the type of person like, I'm gonna get this deal and get the fuck out of here.
Yo, we know these dudes, like we used to fuck with these dudes so crazy that they had a store called Caldors on Fordham Road. Like Caldors was like, it was Alexander's, right? Shout out to Teak and Flav too. I know Joe got beef with them too or whatever, but shout out to Teak and Flav. Yo, we used to go to Caldors, go upstairs to the sporting equipment department. We used to prop up the rims. Like the rims, like the basketball rim. We used to clear out the whole back of the sporting department, grab the pump up a basketball, and have a full-fledged basketball tournament, and they have a full-fledged dunk contest in the store. Tell security can't touch us. We used to have security. They're like, yo, relax. Right, we got 3 more dunks left, and then we out of here. All right, relax. And security, like, yo, we used to be dunk, bang, ball flying everywhere, knocking things in the store. Like, it was crazy. We used to have a good time, like, for real. Stupid shit, but it was a good time. We was young, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So we know him like that. That's why when we spoke to Cuban, it's always love, you know what I'm saying? Like,
always love. That's my brother too. That's my brother.